Welcome back to another episode of 49ers Fan Zone. I'm Libby Weisman.
And I'm Alex Ramsey. Now the 49ers football team on a 6-game losing streak. What can we expect going into Wesley College this Saturday?
That's right, Alex. The 49ers are coming off of a 59-34 loss to Coastal Carolina. The 49ers are now 3-6 on the season. 49ers really had trouble stopping Coastal's offense led by quarterback Alex Ross's. They were able to score touchdowns on 5 of their first 6 possessions, one of which was a fumble recovery. Coastal put up 690 yards of total offense. Now, quarterback Lee McNeil made his first career start and was 18 for 33 for 236 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, despite the loss, offense led by McNeil was able to put up more points against Coastal than they had allowed all season. Now, the 49ers welcome 9-0 Wesley this Saturday in the blackout game. Wesley College, a Division III team ranked number 4 in D3 schools right now. They're 9-0. They're undefeated. Wesley has been able to put up more than 54 points in their last 5 games, 2 of which are shutouts. Now, quarterback Joe Callahan averages 275 yards per game. For Charlotte's defense, they really don't have a choice this week. They've got to make stops on third downs and really get that defense off the field in order to be successful this weekend. But let's go to head coach Brad Lambert and see what he thinks about the upcoming game against Wesley College.
We get the opportunity to play another really good football team. In Wesley, ranked number 4. Got Coastal last week, was ranked number 2. In one poll, I saw they're number 1 now. So this Wesley team, the thing about them is they got a good football team, and we played them last year. They beat us here, but they've just got, they got 8 seniors on defense. I mean, they're just basically the same team coming back here. So, we know what's ahead of us. We've challenged our guys hard this week. Yesterday morning, our guys came back, responded really well at practice yesterday, and I expect them to go out and have a good practice today and, get ready to go out and get us a win on Saturday.
All right, let's head on over to women's basketball. They're opening their season this Friday at Liberty, and then they'll start their home slate against NC State on Tuesday. But let's go back to that Catawba game where they defeated Catawba 93-64. Got a lot of fast break points on Catawba. Now, sophomore Lefty Webster, remember that name. She was preseason All-Conference USA, and she led both teams with 21 points. And some freshmen saw some good debuts. Griffin Dempsey coming into that point guard position, and Maya Ransom. Also, some notables from last year, Hillary Sigmund, Kenya Ali. But now let's talk Liberty. So this will be the second straight year that both teams will be each other's season openers. Now last year, the 49ers coming away with the W, 66-56. This year, the 49ers a very different team. We'll get onto that in a second. But NC State, this will be a huge game against an ACC opponent. Now playing teams like NC State early on, it is huge for a team, and it might not seem huge at the time, but going into the final stretch of the season, having played a great team like NC State really brings out the mental toughness in your team, especially playing other top teams, moving into tournaments. And I think that most people saying that the 49ers are a young team, but having a youthfulness in a team brings out a certain energy that you can't get anywhere else, and it also brings out a drive in the team to compete. So these freshmen are willing to learn, and they're great freshmen. I think we'll see a good season this year from this 49er team. And men's soccer just clinched the Conference USA title against Kentucky, 2-1 win. Connor Agnew scoring that game-winning goal. Now they've got the conference tournament at ODU, Libby.
Yeah, they do, and they've got a tough tournament run to go through this. Now, Charlotte finished the top seed in the Conference USA regular season. They will play either Old Dominion or New Mexico on Friday night in the second round of the tournament. New Mexico, the 5th seed, Old Dominion, the 4th seed. Charlotte lost 2-1 to Old Dominion, their only conference loss of the season. They did defeat New Mexico 2-0 in a shutout. Both teams are good. It could potentially be a trap game for Charlotte. Now, Connor Agnew and Austin Pack just named Conference USA Offensive and Defensive Players of the Week, respectively. Now, Charlotte has a really tough task. This tournament is not going to be easy. Conference USA has a lot of teams that are very, very talented. They really need to attack up and down the sides. They need to attack early, especially in a tournament. And they really need to communicate well with each other on the field. I think if they can do that, might have some success.
And speaking of attacking early, sometimes this team lets the other team score first in the first half, and then they have to really track back in the second. And in a tournament, things are completely different, so they do definitely need to attack early, get their goals early, and maintain that lead. Now also, let's touch on NCAA tournament. Right now, they are 3rd in RPI, so depending on how they do in this tournament, They could be a #1 seed in the tournament, which means they'll host all their games. So big push to do well in this Conference USA tournament. And on over to our on-tap portion. For this coming week, the Charlotte 49ers cross-country team will begin NCAA Southeast Regional Championship competition in Louisville, Kentucky.
And men's basketball begins their regular season on the road in a matchup against Elon before heading to the Charleston Classic next week.
And the volleyball team will continue their late push for the conference tournament as they host Middle Tennessee tonight in a win-and-you're-in matchup. The volleyball team also hosts Southern Miss on Senior Day this Sunday.
Thanks for watching another episode of 49ers Fan Zone. Be sure to like the Charlotte 49ers on Facebook, follow them on Twitter and Instagram. On behalf of CharlotteForty9ers.com, I'm Libby Wiesman.
And I'm Alex Ramsey. See you next week.